Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most nail-biting, edge-of-your-seat grand finales in television history. That's right, we're talking about the My Kitchen Rules 2025 Showdown. If you watched it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The tension was palpable, the food was stunning, and the emotions were running high. So, let's get right into it. The winners have been crowned. After an epic culinary battle, the dining dads, Justin and Will, have officially taken out the top gong. They are the 2025 kings of the kitchen, can you believe it? On Sunday night, they walked away with a massive $100,000 in prize money, winning what's being called the closest grand final in the show's entire history. The final scores were absolutely mind-blowing. The chefs managed to rack up an incredible 73 out of 80 points in their final cook-off. And get this, the difference between them and the runners-up, the amazing mother-son duo Maria and Bailey, was just a single point. 1 point. That's how tight this competition was. It honestly could have gone either way, and both teams were just phenomenal. When the announcement was made, the reactions were just pure, unadulterated emotion. Will was completely overcome, saying, "I can't believe we've won the title." You could just see the shock and joy on his face. Justin was visibly shaking, confessing, "I can't stop shaking. It was such a raw and genuine moment." Seeing these two dads, who put everything on the line, achieve their dream was incredibly moving. In a really sweet message to their families, a tearful Will said, "I'm lost for words. To have our families with us, we hope we did them proud," and they absolutely did. Justin echoed that sentiment, adding, "We've accomplished what we've set out to do. We made our kids proud. We made ourselves proud." That's amazing. It really puts into perspective what this competition meant to them. It wasn't just about the money or the title. It was about family, pride, and proving to themselves what they could achieve. The episode was an emotional roller coaster right from the start, even before the cooking began. We saw Justin getting teary-eyed just talking about the time he'd spent away from his wife and children to be on the show. He said, "It's a long time we've been away from our kids, so having them here is going to give me that extra drive to get through. We've sacrificed our family life to be here in this competition." That sacrifice, that drive, it all paid off in the most spectacular way. Now, let's talk about the food, because wow, what a feast. Both teams truly left everything on the kitchen bench. They had to cook up for different courses, a canape, a seafood dish, a meat dish, and dessert. And they weren't just cooking for the judges. They had to prepare 100 plates of food, all while racing against the clock. The pressure was immense, but they handled it like true professionals. The judges, Manu Fildel and Colin Fassnage, were completely blown away. Colin even noted that it was one of the most exciting cooks I've seen in a grand final in a long time. That's high praise coming from him. Just before revealing the winner, Manu shared, "This is the closest grand final I can remember, and he's seen a lot of grand finals. This just confirms how exceptional both teams were." Let's break down Justin and Will's winning menu. It was a masterclass in striking flavors and impressive techniques. They managed to mix their heritage with fine dining flair and even incorporated some trendy ingredients in their final dessert. It was a really smart and well-thought-out menu. Maria and Bailey's menu was equally impressive, described as elegant, sophisticated, and having a little splash of Maria and Bailey. They stayed true to their style, and it was beautiful to see. After coming in second, Bailey had nothing but praise for his mom, Maria, saying, "We knew we were coming up against tough competition, so to be able to do what we did today is truly incredible. What a fantastic attitude. They have so much to be proud of." Alright, let's dive into the dishes. For their canape, Justin and Will presented a smoked ham hock and Gruyere croquette with sauce gribiche. It was praised for its perfect flavor, though the sauce did split slightly. But Colin's reaction said it all. It puts a smile on your face. Both judges awarded this dish a solid 9 out of 10. A fantastic start. Next up was the seafood course, which had a beautiful story behind it. They made a South African pickled kingfish with brioche and green papaya chutney. This dish was a homage to Justin's father, who was right there in the crowd watching. Justin got emotional again, sharing, "As a dad, you want your kids to always look up to you, as I look up to my dad. If I can be half the man that man is up there, my job's done." It was such a touching moment. Manu raved about the dish, calling it an explosion of flavor and saying, "I've never had anything like that before." The only minor hiccup was that the brioche bun didn't quite rise, which led the judges to award it an 8. Still a very strong score for a very personal dish. The meat course is where things really heated up. Both teams were pushed to their absolute limits, but their hard work paid off with near-perfect scores. Justin and Will served a red wine and rosemary braised beef short rib with parsnip puree and beets. Manu's reaction: "What a dish!" Both judges were in of how the meat just fell off the bone. Colin called the plate earthy and beautiful and gave it a perfect 10, a 10. Manu gave it a 9, making it one of the highest scoring dishes of the night. And finally, the dessert. This was the showstopper. Justin and Will's incredible Dubai chocolate eclair was an outstanding highlight. It wasn't just a dessert. It was a work of art. Colin was amazed, saying, "It looked like something I would get in a degustation menu in a restaurant." Manu agreed, adding, "You guys really push yourselves to the limits and thought about all the little details to finish your 4-course meal." This dish perfectly summed up their journey. Innovative, technically brilliant, and absolutely delicious. So there you have it, the full recap of the My Kitchen Rules 2025 Grand Final. An incredible victory for the dining dads, Justin and Will, in the closest final ever. Their combination of heart, heritage, and high-end technique ultimately won the day. A huge congratulations to them, and also to Maria and Bailey for an unforgettable performance. What a season it's been. What did you guys think of the final? Were you happy with the result? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. I'd love to hear what your favorite dish of the night was. Thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this recap, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more content. We'll see you in the next video.